Okay, hey everybody, welcome to another Paint the Edge Off, where I teach you to make a cool painting in about an hour and get a little drunk doing it. My name is Joel, and today we're going to be painting this nice little landscape right here, okay? Not the best picture, honestly, if I'm being honest. But this is a cool little landscape, little sunset, mountain ridge, typical, typical. But that's what we're going to paint today. I'm going to walk you through step by step how to make that. If you haven't tuned in before, I give away a free giveaway painting with all, like I do with all my classes. You said to correctly answer my subjective trivia question in the comments first, and I will send you a painting of your choosing. Also, if you haven't already, like, share, follow, subscribe, tweet, upvote, all the things. I've got links up here. Just search Paint the Edge Off on most things and you'll find me. I'm gonna, as soon as I figure out how to upload TikTok videos and edit them correctly, I'll have some TikTok videos too, okay? Okay, that being said, here's what you're going to need for this painting. You're going to need a canvas, all right? 16 by 20 canvas is what I'm using. You can use different sizes, but that's what I'm going to use, okay? You also need some kind of easel, all right? Some kind of paper towels, something to wipe, some of your brushes off, wipe things off. I've also got a plastic water cup, any kind of cup. Doesn't have to be plastic, obviously. But you need some kind of water cup to wash your brushes out in and leave those in when you're not using them. I do have paper plates for my palette. You need something for a palette. You can use whatever you like. These are just nice and easy and cheap, okay? So if you got a nice fancy palette, use it, okay? If you don't want to make an environmental, disaster like I'm doing with all these paper plates, go for it, okay? I've also got a blow dryer, okay? This helps me dry my paint nice and fast, okay? And then I've got whiskey. Okay, I've got some tools here. I've got my pencil. It's a regular pencil. I got a couple pieces of chalk. Okay, they got the blue and the yellow chalk, okay? All right, I've also got a kneaded eraser, okay? If I need to erase something, this is almost like a little, it's pretty cool. It's like Play-Doh or something. Putty. But anyway, that's a good eraser for your, if you need to erase something. I've got 4 brushes. I've got my big flat brush, my medium flat brush, my medium round brush, and my small round brush, okay? Put those, bristle down in your water cup. Let me show those again here, because I just blew through those. There we go. There's some brushes. A couple flat ones, a couple round ones, and you're good. Okay, that being said, let's take a shot here. Let's have fun, follow along, paint the edge off, etc., etc. Nothing like warm Dr. Pepper to chase. Okay. All right, that would be one shot with the shot counter. Okay. Okay, this painting, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to start with my pencil. Okay, so let's take your pencil, and we'll want to start with kind of where that first line of mountains is going to be. So if I find about halfway, middle of my canvas, I'm just going to drop down just a little bit. Just make a big line through here. All right, that's going to be kind of where my mountains are. Okay, now if I wanted, I could also just do a little slopage down here. This has kind of got a little valley, so to speak. And then there's another line, okay? There's another line of mountains that are a little closer to us, okay? And that's all the drawing we're doing. Okay, let's take a shot. We drew something. Good job. Hey, Sherry, how's it going? Sherry, I mailed your painting today, by the way. Cheers. Woo. Okay. Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to start with our sky. Excuse me. We're going to start with our sky, start with the yellows, and go to the orange, up to the blue. Okay, I might make this guy look a little different than I did in the original painting, but whatever. Okay, we're going to want some yellow. We're going to want some of this. Oh, I didn't go through my colors here. I have light black, light yellow, phthalo blue. I have vermilion. I have crimson red. I've got my violet. And I've got my burnt umber, which is basically a brown. I said black, white and black. Okay, let's get a little bit of our vermilion. Let's get a little bit of our crimson. All right. And you know what? I think I used, well, Let's just take some of this phthalo blue here. And I'm going to get some purple too. Alright, so we got a few more colors in here. COVID, yeah, that was a COVID cough. Hey, howdy, Columbus, Ohio. What's going on, bro? I actually have super COVID. Okay, let's take our big brush out of our water cup here. Let's give it a little tap off. Just tap it off there. Okay, and let's start with our yellow. Oh, we also need white paint. White paint. Alright, there's our plate, okay? Let's take some of this yellow. Let's get just this yellow, just how it is. Don't need to add some white in there. It's fine how it is. Let's take this yellow. And let's just going to start right above that line we drew for where the horizon is, where the mountain is. Let's just start right here. Alright, let's just go right across here. All the way, take it to both sides. Alright, we're just going to fill this in. Now this is going to be not a super tall, thick band of paint there. I know, the white paint is hidden. Okay, it's hiding. The white paint is, I know, I need to do something with my white balance or something, because the white is, it's so bright that, I don't know. I don't know enough about computers. Okay, let's take a little bit of our vermilion. Now, I don't want to use a ton of this, but I want to use a little bit right here. And let's kind of get this just a nice little light, little skinny section here of that. Okay? And then what I want to do is I'm just going to go ahead and start blending this together. I'm using the skinny side of my brush. So I'm kind of going rather than the wide side. Make big wide brush strokes. I'm turning the skinny side. Okay? Why am I doing that? I don't know. Just cause. Feel free to do it the other way. Alright, here we go. Now, once I get this kind of blending, now here's the thing, you can sit there and do this all day long, but you gotta know when to stop, alright? You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to stop painting. Okay, there's that. Now let's give our brush a little washing, okay? We'll get a little bit of our red on there. The Cleveland Browns did beat my Lions. That one I didn't watch too much. I watched the one on Thanksgiving, and that was just a terrible game all around. But yeah, the Lions are awful. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about the Lions. They're terrible. And ruined my Thanksgiving. No, not really. It's actually kind of a tradition for me and my dad to like watch the Lions. The rest of our family is nice and it's like, oh, go Lions. And then they lose and like, oh, but they almost had it. Me and my dad just look at each other like, why the fuck do we do this, you know? And then we go on and we eat and then we take a nap. And we play some card games. Ooh, we play some card games. Turns out, me and my lady are pretty awesome spades duo. We've been playing some spades. Played some with our friends randomly. And then at Thanksgiving, we're playing spades. And then we did, and we crushed it. Okay, so I went from yellow to vermilion to my crimson red. Now I'm going to take some white and some purple here. I want to add a little white to my purple because that purple's going to get so dark so fast. It's going to drastically change. It's going to look like it's black in the middle of the sky. So I'm going to add a lot of white here, so a nice light purple, okay? And then I'll take that, I'll go right above this layer here, just put a thin little layer here. We're going from yellow to blue. We're trying to make this transition as quick as possible by making some thin little bands of color there. Now afterwards I'm going to scrape my brush off. You can even take a paper towel and wipe it off, or wipe it off on your shirt, okay? Because it's just a shirt. Your possession zone, yeah, after a certain, what's that, Fight Club line? After a certain point, your possession zone, yeah. I think that's exactly how Brad Pitt talks. After a certain point, we're a generation of men raised by women. What's some other lines? I haven't seen that movie in a while. Ooh, that looks nice. Ooh, yellow, red, purple. Okay, let's get some blue going on now. We're going to want to mix a lot of white in with our blue, make this a lot lighter. Let's go ahead and start that process here. The first rule of Fight Club is you didn't talk about Fight Club. That's a dead-on Brad Pitt impression. Okay, we got a nice light blue. Okay, let's take that. Alright, here we go. Let's fill this sucker in. Alright. Alright. And let's take that all the way down here. Take that all the way down to the purple. I like to leave it where you kind of see these different shades and colors and brush strokes. It looks nice. Alright, now I'm going to take my brush, I'm going to turn it sideways and keep doing that same kind of blending kind of brush stroke I've been doing. Just kind of muddle it up there, get it all mixing in. Oh, look at that. We got a nice, pretty sky. Aww. Aww. Okay, maybe last thing I'll do, take my brush, I'm going to really wash it out, so I'm going to take some white. I'm going to put some white on the yellow. Now, if there's still blue in my brush, there's a good chance this will happen too, because I always think I've washed out really good, then I paint and I didn't wash it out. If I take a little bit of white though, my brush is nice and cleaned out, I can add a little bit of white in the yellow part, kind of like little clouds. Oh shit, almost knocked that over. Purdy, were you going to drop some new merch sometime soon? I need a Paint the Edge Off t-shirt. You know, I should make one. I can make one. Did I talk about that? I don't remember. I get too drunk sometimes and I forget what I was talking about. But there is actually, I must have talked about this because there is a little bit of stuff coming. I think I'm going to be able to make some stuff. Okay, I'm just taking some white. I'm going to sprinkle this in. Sprinkle a little white in here, kind of like some little clouds. Nothing very certain here, just random fat white brush strokes. Boom. And I'm calling that done for the sky. Okay, I'm gonna paint the edges at some point and then I'll do the bottom part. Let's take a shot. Okay, why don't you give me some ideas? So you said t-shirt, we can do that. Maybe coffee mug. Coffee mug engraved with Paint the Edge Off. Maybe stickers. How about I don't know. I actually should make some merch because I actually have the ability to. Cheers. Okay, shot number 3. Okay, time for today's trivia question. Okay, so if you'd like to win a free giveaway painting, meaning, well, you don't have to do coffee. You don't have to use the coffee mug for coffee. Okay, use it for absinthe or whatever you use it for your IPAs. Okay. Today's trivia question is, if you'd like to win a free giveaway painting, meaning you pick one of my paintings I've made, and I send it to you for free. You just have to guess correctly my trivia question. Today's trivia question is, which brand of toilet paper do I use? Is it A, Angel Soft, B, Charmin, C, Cottonelle, D, I use a bidet, E, Kirkland, F, Quilted Northern, G, Awada paper towels, or H, White Cloud? Okay? So, go ahead and take a guess at that. And I'm going to go ahead and paint my side edges. And then I'm going to paint start this first row of mountains right there, okay? Okay. I'm just going to paint my side edges this light blue color. You can paint whatever you want, but I'm going to do light blue. Okay, are you talking about a t-shirt? Just for you, Purdy. I'll make one for you. You know, if I put in half the effort I needed to into this, I could probably make some cool stuff. If I put in a fraction of the effort I should be putting in, you know, I'd probably do some cool stuff. But instead, let's talk about spades for a minute, okay? Because Me and my girlfriend Lacey been kicking ass at spades lately. So far, we're undefeated. Okay, undefeated. Who we played? You might be asking. Well, we've played two of my friends who don't really know how to play till we taught them, and then my cousins when we went home for Thanksgiving, who are, to be fair, pretty. They're expert. I mean, we've been playing all our lives, so they know all the rules. My cousin likes to. Okay. Oh, do you know this one? You know that Charmin? I don't know if you do, dude. Okay. My cousin, he likes to, when he plays spades, he goes blind kneel, like double blind kneel every time, basically. And, it works out all right, except, I mean, all you gotta do is catch him one time, and it's minus like 200 or something. So, but he was doing that. You know, I have another friend who plays like, my best friend Alex, whenever we'd play like Madden, and he would, no, I'm talking about spades IRL, bro, not online. And that shit's fun. But anyway, my friend Alex would play, we'd play Madden. Okay, I want to blow dry this yellow for a second right here. Cause I want to do these mountains. It's going to blend right there. So I'm going to go ahead and just blow dry that for a second. Yeah, my friend Alex would play Madden. Okay, so he went, first of all, he went like Hail Mary every play. He went for it every fourth down. He did fake field goals like every field goal. He would onside kick every single time. And then he would also, on defense, he would do goal line deep, like field goal defense, or he would do, yeah, like field goal defense for every play. It was the stupidest thing in the world. But, like, what was so frustrating is that it worked usually. Because all you gotta do is just get one giant play, one sack, get them to fumble the ball. I mean, it was the most ridiculous thing. But it was pretty fun. Yeah, it's kind of like my cousin. He goes double blind kneel every time at spades. Okay, as soon as this yellow gets a little dry, that's dry enough probably. Okay, let's take, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take, let's see, what did I use in this? I think I used some white, some black. We're going to get a little bit of our red. So I've got a little bit of white up here. You can't see it hardly. There's white and there's a little bit of black. All right, let's get a little bit of our red, our yellow. Whoa. Probably a little bit of that vermilion. A little bit of this here yellow. All right. Okay, so let me look at my painting here. What did I do? Okay. I don't know exactly, but whatever. Okay, let's take our big old brush here. Make sure we got it nice and washed out. Okay, let's mix up a nice, very light. Let's take a little bit of our vermilion. Lots of white. Maybe a little bit of this red, just a little drop of that red. And I'll probably need more white. I got this light, corally, kind of like a creamy red color here. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to take this color. I need a little bit more white, honestly. Alright, here we go. Nice, very light corally color. Okay, let's take that. Let's just fill this sucker in. Let's just fill this sucker in. Okay, now what I want to do here is, at the top I can make myself a little bit of ridges there, some bumps. Bump it up. There we go. All right, so let's fill it in that color there. Okay. All right, once we got that, let's take our small flat brush. Let's take a shot, okay? Okay. Oh, hey, Ruth. Yeah, let's see. We've been killing it at Spades. Let's see. We went to Thanksgiving and, yeah, watched the Lions lose. Ate some food. Played Spades. Then we took a big nap. Woke up. Hung out. Then we drove back. I guess it wasn't too exciting. Whew. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's take our small flat brush now. Tap it, take it out of your cup, tap it off so you feel fancy. Okay, let's take that now. We're gonna mix up a darker color now, okay? Let's take, let's take a little bit of black here. Let's start in with a tiny drop of that's gonna go a long friggin' way. Maybe put that here. Let's take a little pile of this over here. Make a new pile here. Mix some black in here with it. And that'll do, okay? Take a tiny drop of black with a big ol' chunk of this light red color. Okay, let's see how this works. Now, what you might want to think about is, look at kind of where you've made some of these. I've made some bumps here. This is going to be the top of the mountain here, right? Okay, so let's decide kind of maybe the sun, the top part's going to be hitting that. Maybe pick one side or the other to add the shadows. Okay, so we're going to put some shadows here. Now, this paint is still wet, okay? So now while it's wet, you can just take some of this color. It can be a little stronger than it's going to end up being, because when you take it in there, it's going to blend, all right? So you kind of just... that's a little too much. Maybe I had some purple. Was it purple in there? Maybe I came back over the top of this, maybe. Maybe that's what I did. Well, either way, let's take some red. It's a little too gray. And let's go ahead and just mix in some of these reddish colors, some more shadow colors. Now I'm just going to go in here, decide, oh, there's that yellow is not dry. I think I'm just going to let this dry and come back to this. I'm just going to kind of, wing, maybe there's some little, maybe there's a big, mountain right here. There's a big dark side of this mountain. Okay, so just kind of start making up, put in some little lines, little areas where you think there might be a mountain somewhere. Sometimes I kind of start like this, or I kind of draw them out. Like, oh, there's one. Oh, hey, let's say there's one. Oh, there's another one too, Then you go back in there, you kind of shade them in on one side. There we go. And then, when this all, dries, we'll go back over it. We'll fix this up. I've totally botched this area, so let's just let that dry and come back to it. Ruth Purdy says, what's up? Ruth can't see you. And you can't see Ruth, probably. Okay. Alright, so we've kind of got this going a little bit. Let's let that dry. We'll come back and put some other stuff on top of there. We'll come back to that once it's dry, okay? What we want to do now is fill this big section in here. Let's fill those mountains in, okay? Now, we'll come back on top of the dark section as well. We'll do that. Then we'll let it all dry. Come back here, paint on some of these pink mountains here. Okay, and then moved on down to the black mountains that are going to be down here, okay? Let's see. Just take a shot. Pretty says it looks like oil fields. Oil fields. I think this is actually from a photo my dad took when he was in the Badlands, which I think is in one of the Dakotas. And I've never been there, but it was a pretty cool looking photo. This painting does not do it justice at all. Not at all. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that. Let's take our big brush. Now look, I got it all covered in my pink stuff. Let's wash it out. Big wash. And we're going to get some black paint. Let's get some black paint. But it's not going to be totally black here. Let's mix in... What do I want to mix in? Oh, sheesh. You know, I think I'm going to take a little drop of white so it's not pure black. I want it to be a little bit of a dark gray. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, maybe just take a little tiny drop of white. Kind of add white as you see fit, so it's just a little lighter than straight black. Okay, and then once you get that, let's just add this in. Alright, there we go. And I want to bring it up a little bit. Really, this area should be as big or bigger than the pink section, so I should probably bring it up a little bit more. But I just painted that pink, and I'm like, I don't want to lose it. I like it. But you know, that's that rule of painting, you know, that I learned in art school, was you can't get too attached to your painting. Okay, you can't get too attached, you know, like a child. Like, you gotta give it up, you know, leave it at the adopted, put it in an orphanage. That's what you gotta do, okay? Don't get too attached, alright? Okay, because you're gonna have to destroy your painting sometimes, okay? So don't get too attached to it. You can always paint over it. What happens is you get too attached, then you just can't. You don't. I don't want it, but I kind of like it, but I kind of hate it, and I don't want to. What you want to do is be able to destroy it. Take the few areas you do like, you were certain that is awesome, and leave those, and go back and just destroy the rest of it, and just do it again, and you'll be probably what you make the second time be even better. Okay, same thing with children, you know. Can't be afraid to just destroy them, because you can make a new one that's probably just as good. Okay, so with that being said, let's take another shot. If anyone wants a free painting, this is today's trivia question. Which brand of toilet paper do I use? Okay, this is a real one. There's an actual answer to this. We'll see if anyone guesses it. You know, is it Angel Soft? Is it Charmin, Cottonelle, a bidet? Okay, is it Kirkland, Quilted Northern? Wad of paper towels I found on the floor. White Cloud. Okay, give it a guess. Okay, let's blow dry this a little bit and get this nice and dry. Yeah, a lot of paper towels. You know, it's a good guess. It's a good guess, Purdy. Man, I had some I was thinking about the other day I want to talk about, but I forgot it. But I think it's something was overrated, I thought, but I can't remember what now. I don't know. Okay, if these pink mountains are dry, I can go ahead and do that. Let's see. We're not totally, they're almost there. Screw it, I don't care, I'm going for it. Okay, let's take our small flat brush and let's get some of that pink back on there that we got. Okay, now first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint back over this because these are the first marks I made and they were a little, oh. Okay, see that drip? That's what happens when you don't stir your brushing with your paint. And you let that water will isn't totally mixed in with your paint, then you get that drippage. So that's I did that for you guys so you could see what not to do. Okay, so anyway, let's see here. We've got, okay, let's go ahead and paint in. Okay, so I've kind of got my dark areas in, and that's one thing you can do if you got some areas that are a little too dark, kind of like I did there. You can just paint over them. I'm going to try again to get this same color here. Just try to get some of those same colors I got here and all those little shadow areas. Try to put the right color in this time. Okay. Oh, yeah, oh, wow. Oh, okay. Oh, very nice. Oh, I like what you did there. Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't even, God, how'd you do that? Okay. Okay, now what we want to do now is get some white and yellow. We're going to put our highlights on our mountains, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and just give it a quick blow dry for just a second. Get a little bit dry. The light yellow, you don't want to mix too much. And if you just go straight into it, it might mix a little bit. I'm going to blow dry for just a second. Good enough. Okay. Okay, let's take a new plate because it's all going to get all mixed together here. Let's get white and yellow. Okay. Here we go. Lots of white, little bit of yellow. Oh, see the yellow took over quick. Okay, lots of white. Okay, let's just take some white over here. Okay. Okay. So very light yellow. You see that? I need like a drop of yellow, and I put just, 2 drops of yellow, and it was way too dark. So very small amount of yellow. Okay. Now we're going to put in the light areas, okay? So let's say, here we go. Oh, there's some light right there hitting that side, hitting this side. Maybe a little bit there. Wherever, really. Just, I'm a big idiot. I like that part. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to start kind of painting in. Oh, here's some tops of mountains. Why not? Oh, here we go. Oh, tops of mountains. Look at that. I'm not really thinking this out too much, if I'm being honest with you. I'm just kind of, hey, that looks like, I'm kind of putting these more on the right sides of my mountains. Here's the dark side, here's the light side of this mountain, right? But really, these are off in the distance. I'm kind of playing with the whole, not much detail because they're so far away kind of thing. Yeah, it's a form of perspective, Oh shit, that wasn't right. Ah, shit. We'll put some trees right there. That's my plan. That's always my plan. When I mess something up, I just paint over it later. Then no one ever knows. No one knows. They never know. Okay, that's probably enough. So now we got some light areas, we got some dark areas. There we go. There's our mountains, okay? Look at that. Thank you, Sherry. Sherry, you're looking good. Sherry, you're looking great. Okay, let's see. Okay, next we need to do the mountains up close to us. Let's go ahead and blow dry a little bit. Okay, Anyone wants to win a free painting? Here's today's trivia question. Which kind of toilet paper do I use? There you go. Answer that. You can win yourself a free giveaway painting. Okay, I'm looking at this next part because I'm trying to remember what colors I used. Oh, nice. Okay, so we got that bottom part dry. Okay, let's take another shot, and then we'll do that bottom part. Um, cheers. Oh. Okay. What we want to do is mix up some gray. So let's get some black and some white. And we'll probably mix some other colors in with it too. Oh, the choices are A. Here, I'll put them back up. Angel Soft, Charmin, Cottonelle. I use a bidet, Kirkland, Quilted Northern, a wad of paper towels, or White Cloud. Okay? Those are your choices. Okay, black and white paint on our plate. And, okay. Let's take our big brush. Now, I'm going to mix in some other colors here. Let's try, I'm going to put a little bit of red. I'm going to put a little bit of red, yellow, and blue just to play with and see if I find one that works here. Just a little bit down here at the bottom. She says Cottonelle. Okay, let's take our, now I'm going to take my big brush here. And I'm going to make some big, when I'm using my big brush. Now feel free to use your small brushes. I like the big brush for this area. And make some big, chunky, you know, blocky brush strokes. That's why I like the big brush here. But either way, we got to start by making some gray. What you know. Just get a nice medium gray, maybe a little bit of a lighter gray. Here we go. Let's get a lot of it. So what you seen? There are places in between. It's one of my favorite songs by the Twos. This band is the Twos. One of my friend's bands, and you know, I've known this guy since 6th grade. Always been good friends, and he's always been in bands my whole life. He's always a band guy and a singer and a guitar player. And I'll be honest, a lot of them sucked, really bad. And but I was still supportive, you know. I was trying to be a good friend, and I hadn't really found my voice yet. If that was me now, I'd be like, "This sucks, dude." But back then, but I'll tell you, he made this band called the Twos, and I genuinely am a fan. They're pretty good. Dropped a bunch of gray on the floor. I'm gonna step in it. Okay, we got some gray here. Let's add maybe just a drop of blue, just a little drop of blue. Mix that in there. A little bit of blue. Okay. Man, I almost feel like it's not blue. Maybe it's more red. Let's get a little drop of red. I just like to add some little faint bit of color with our gray. I'm not sure if it's even really show up that much, but I kind of add little bit by little bit to get a little faint shade and a little faint hue to our gray. Ooh. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we got a little bit of a color going on there. You know, not just a plain, basic ass, you know, gray. I got a little bit of color in there. All right. Okay, that's a little unique. I probably need more white. Play with your gray till you get a good color there. basically is all I'm doing. I'm just making kind of a good light gray. Maybe add a little bit of color to it. Add some little red or blue or something in there. Just to give it a little hint of color. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, let's go ahead, and I'm going to start by painting in kind of where my highlights are. Now, if you want to take a piece of chalk first, it might be helpful, and say, okay, here's, there's that, and then there's, here we go. What else am I doing over here? Here we go. And that's, or this is all, one mountain right here that kind of comes down. Right, and then, maybe there's a little rocky thing there. I like that part. I'll make another little rocky section there. It's good to kind of, if you want to draw some of these in. Okay, there we go. Kind of got a little faint idea of, Okay, let's go ahead and just start adding this in here. Especially on this top part. Maybe I should use my small brush. Got a lot of paint on here. Feel free to use your small flat brush. I'm going to keep going with this one. Okay, but I'm definitely going to go along the top edge. Know everything. And I'm dragging this real loosely, okay? So I get kind of a loose texture here. It's not, this is kind of a little stronger than I want, but because I got a lot of paint on my brush, I should probably just scrape some off so it's not such a blob. Not get quite as much on my brush. Okay, but irregardlessly, let's put some there. And I'm just kind of painting in where I think maybe the tops of some of these sections of these rocks are. And I like to put some little vertical lines, like chunk, 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 and then it kind of gives this this idea of kind of some rough square rocky type shapes. Rocky as in the mineral or the natural thing, not not the Sylvester Stallone Rocky. There we go. Okay. So we kind of got our first layer there of stuff. Maybe I'll make this a little more solid so I can see. Oh, that's another kind of 2 layers there. Okay, let's add. Actually, let's do the. I'm gonna wash my brush a little bit. Not too much. Let's take a shot though. And so after we do this, we'll put some of the there's a little bit of a reddish gray in here, or more of a brown, more of a pinkish gray or a brown almost. I'm not sure what I would call that. Some kind of mauve. Mauve is a color. The color mauve. I looked it up online one time, and the pronunciation is like mauve. Is that how you say it? Mauve? I've been saying mauve wrong the whole time. It's mauve? Can't be right. Is that right? Can anyone hear me? Is this thing on? I've got a mauve question here. My girlfriend left without saying bye. Maybe she did say bye and I didn't hear. Okay, let's take, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take some vermilion. Got a little vermilion here on my other plate. A little vermilion. Let's mix that in with our gray. Oh, F yeah. There we go. Okay, yeah, that vermilion kind of gives us basically an orange, basically. A reddish orange if you don't have a vermilion paint. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, that's a nice color. Okay, so let's take that. Let's add some of that in. Okay, just now what I might be thinking here is, okay, there's different chunks here. Maybe in some of these back sections, maybe the parts where the sun's not hitting it directly, or maybe where the sun is hitting it directly. Maybe we'll do that. We'll go, okay, there's There's a little clear line. There's the light is shimmering on this edge clearly. You know. It's hitting that edge. On the other side. Okay, then I'm going to put some in here. And again, I'm kind of starting to use this little square, short brush stroke. Kind of gives it that rough texture. Okay, there's some light hitting that. There we go. There we go. Now we got some cool looking rocks. Do you ever? Oh my gosh, my sister had a rock tumbler when I was a kid. Anyone ever a rock tumbler? She would just take rocks, put this thing and tumble them and make them shiny, I guess. I don't really get it. I still don't get it, honestly. A rock tumbler. What's that? Okay. You know, I think I'm gonna take one more shot, and I'm probably gonna take some more white and make a lighter gray. And make the ultimate highlight gray. And I'm not going to use too much, just a little bit here and there, just to add a little bit of lightness in there. This is all kind of the same shade of gray, you know. So we want to have like something that's a little lighter. Okay. Okay, white paint. Let's get some white paint here. I'm going to take this same flat brush, whatever. I'm going to mix this white in there. Mix a nice light gray. Some kind of real light color here. Now maybe I'll put a little bit of lightness, you know, in some of these areas. Maybe a little chunk there. Chunk. I like to get real loose in this area, you know, because it's going to be, that's kind of how you make that cool texture. Kind of hitting those areas I think would be light. And I'm just kind of dancing in there. Just let them dance. Just let them colors dance together. I don't know if Bob Ross ever said that, but it sounds like something he would say. Just let those colors dance. Just let them dance. Okay, they're at an all-night strip club and they are dancing their asses off. Just let those colors dance for your dollars. Hey, all paint needs to feed their kids. Let those paint colors dance on the dance floor. And let them get those fat tips from those horny guys. Just let your colors dance up there. Let us begin our quest to find. It's Saturday night and Mama's shaking it. I like to call my paint colors Mama and say, oh, Mama's shaking it on the dance floor tonight. There we go. That looks like rocks or something. I think that's good. I think if I keep going, I'm just going to get too much stuff going on. So let's take another shot and then we'll dry, and then we'll put our green trees on there, okay? Just let your paints dance on the canvas like a stripper on a dance pole, okay? They are working and working it hard for that money. Let your paint colors dance like a wasted sorority girl, an underage sorority girl at a dance club for the first time. Just going crazy. I don't think I've counted all my shots again. I always forget to count my shots. Okay. Okay, so let's blow dry for a second, and we'll mix up some green. Hey, anyone wants to win a free painting? Here's a trivia question for you. Google this. Sorry, I get angry sometimes. Which brand of toilet paper do I use? A, Angel Soft. B, Charmin. C, Cottonelle. D, I use a bidet. E, Kirkland. What comes after E? F, Quilted Northern. G, a wad of paper towels I found behind the toilet. Or H, White Cloud. Alright? You guess, you send in, you tell me what you think it is, and we'll see if you guess correctly. This one has a very correct answer, okay? I mean, it might surprise you. Okay, let's mix up some green paint, okay? What makes green, class? That's right, yellow and blue. Good job. All right, let's take some blue and some yellow here. And I'm going to take my small round brush, or my medium round brush, the larger of the two. I got just a regular round brush. Let's mix blue and yellow together here, and let's get ourselves a nice green. Just blue and yellow together here. I'm going to start with my kind of more of a bluish yellow, darker green. And then we'll keep going. Okay, then we'll do a little light yellow. Okay, we're not going to put a ton of detail on the trees. Okay, we're just not. Okay, I don't care. All right, so let's say okay. Now this is a section I wanted some green there because I accidentally painted something wrong there. Now I'm going to keep in mind where this mountain is. Okay, so I'm going to kind of draw a line there. Kind of draw a line right there with green. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Oh. Thought I had to burp. Okay. Let's see there. Okay. Let's put a little bit. You know, like right in here. Now I'm keeping this. I'm not putting any of these trees in this section of these mountains. I'm keeping it in this front section. Okay, that's where the trees are. Okay, it just is. Okay. You could put some back here too if you want, but that's a whole other layer of trees, and I think it kind of separates the two nicely if you kind of put them in this section. But you know, do whatever you want. It's your friggin' painting, all right? I'm not your boss. Okay. I'm not Mr. O'Reilly at your work that you work at, O'Reilly's. I think people that work at O'Reilly's, like the actual Mr. O'Reilly comes in once in a while and is like, hey, you're not selling these car parts correctly. Excuse me. No bathroom breaks. Sell those car parts. I would like to think that's what Mr. O'Reilly at O'Reilly's Auto Parts does. He surprises people at his job and is a total dick. That's what I like to dream of. Oh shit, I guess I did put some trees. I'm not going to put trees over here. I don't want to. Okay, let's add a bunch of yellow here. Let's make a nice light green. I went to Giant Eagle and they were running a little low on toilet paper. So sensitive. Trivia question tonight. Oh, wait. What's Giant Eagle? Tell me about Giant Eagle, Birdie. I don't know what Giant Eagle is. Okay, I mix some more yellow with my green, making this nice little light yellow green. More of a yellowish green here. I should make that a little more sparse because it's a little too solid. I should go ahead and bring it down to the bottom. I'm going to do that. Let's try to dot this in. Just dab right on top of the dark green spots I already got. It's Mr. O'Reilly himself. And he says we've all been using too much toilet paper at work. Can't you see we're in a pandemic? Mr. O'Reilly's, please. Don't take away our toilet paper. Get out there and sell those carburetors. Sell that antifreeze to morons who don't know how to use antifreeze in their cars. Okay, I think we've got a lot of this painting done. I think I'm going to leave it. Now, on the original painting, I think I had some more green trees over here, but, you know. Oh, okay. So, a giant eagle's like a Kroger. We don't even have Kroger here, do we? We might have a Kroger somewhere around here. Fayetteville, Arkansas. But we got Harps and Walmart. That's mostly what we got. Walgreens. Okay. You know what, everybody? I think that's it. I'm gonna take one more shot, and I'm gonna call it. Last thing you want to do is you want to sign your initials on there. Once you sign your painting, it's officially worth $1 billion, whatever the fuck you want it to be worth, because it's a fancy painting, and you can sell it at like MoMA or something, some crazy fancy art museum. Okay, all you gotta do is come with a reason why it's worth that much, and no one can argue with you. Okay, so sign your name, then we'll paint the bottom edge, and that'll be it. Woo! Okay. I'm gonna take my small round brush, what I like to call my baby brush, and I'm gonna take some light yellow here. You can use whatever color you want. I'm gonna take this light yellow though. Get some of that on there, and I'm gonna sign my initials down here. Woo! Look at that. Sign my initials. Now let's paint that bottom edge. I paint all the other edges blue, so I'm gonna paint the bottom edge blue too. You know, why not? Okay, today's winner was Sherry. As always, Sherry knows me too well, clearly. I don't know what's going on. I think there's some kind of love interest going on here where I won't tell my girlfriend Sherry, but clearly we have a connection. Because I do use Cottonelle. Cottonelle's my brand. That's what I get. Okay, it's a good, nice, soft brand that doesn't break the bank. Okay? Which is what I am. I'm a frugal. I'm good with my money. Okay, I'm frugal with my money, and Cottonelle's a good brand for the money. Okay. Now I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. I am 100% looking at buying a bidet. I'm gonna buy one. Okay. If you guys really want to know, I wipe a lot, okay, because I'm very worried that I haven't gotten it clean down there, and I try to really get it clean. Now, what ends up happening is I wipe too much, and then my skin is very raw, okay? So a bidet is what I have several friends been like, dude, get a bidet. It's weird at first, but it's the greatest thing ever. And I am seriously like, at this point, I've gotten over my fear of water on my butthole, and I've decided that I'm gonna get a bidet at some point. So that's coming in the future. So, you know, not trying to brag here, but I'm gonna get a bidet at some point. Okay. So, but right now, today's trivia question: which toilet paper do I use? The correct answer was Cottonelle. Congratulations, Sherry. Sherry, you win again. Sherry wins all the time. Because you know what? Sherry's dedicated, okay? And Sherry's the real hero here. And Sherry, you're great, okay? Hey, everybody, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your Wednesday, and I've got stuff coming at some point. Someday, I took a position at my job where I'm more whatever. I took a promotion, but it's more hours. But I think I've kind of gotten it under control, and I think I'm gonna have more time to come back to dedicate to this. So look for it, because there are things coming. I've got some stuff I'm working on, and I'm gonna make some new paintings and do some other new stuff. So keep watching. Thank you guys. Sherry, you know the drill. Send me which painting you want. I'm gonna send it to you. And everybody else, go fuck yourselves. Have a great weekend. Okay, goodbye.